Hello everybody, today we have the second episode of Clevatess. Last episode was like 48 minutes. This episode we have a regular episode, 23 minutes, and we start off where we left off with Clev and Alicia and baby Luna, all in the slave wagon. That's not a good thing. So they're being shipped off to this bandit camp, and Klen says basically, well, I'm not breaking out of here because I'm a human now. Not that I'm limited to my human capabilities, but I want to experience this part of humanity. Alicia's all like, well, if you learn one thing from this, do not associate us, like, as a species with bandits. We're not like them. They're scum. So we make it to the bandit camp, which has this giant hole in it and a whole bunch of little tiny houses over here. These bandits take Alicia into this room where we can see a hint of her jewels that she brought, because Klen went ahead and collected those so they could pay off a wet nurse. And this big fur ball behind me is someone who is probably bad news. Maybe the leader of the bandits. As it turns out, this man is known as Vero, and Vero is a temporary leader to the bandits. He brandishes this sword, or half sword, short sword, knife, at Alicia. He knows that she is a hero, one of the failed heroes that tried to attack Clevatess, and that's where she got all these nice crystals that make these special blades with the red in them. And he has a special blade with the red in them. It turns out he has a fake, so he doesn't have a real magical blade. He has a fake magical blade, which he's saying he could sell, and now that the people who make the magical blades are all dead, his stock just went way up in desire. So the supply is dropped because there will be no more future magical swords, so the demand is going to be higher. He's going to be getting a lot more money. Then we go back to Klen, who is currently feeding meat to the bandits. We see this woman here who is taking care of baby Luna, and she is technically a part of this bandit camp. After she is dragged off to the stables, Klen eventually makes his way over to her and says, hey, how would you like to leave here and work for me as a wet nurse? Nell understandably thinks he's crazy and says, oh, well, that'd be really nice, but remember, you're a slave too. You can't leave. Neither of us can, so it's just a pipe dream. We even see the history of Nell in this bandit camp, and she's been abused ever since her mother either died or ran away. She's not sure which happened, but she also doesn't know which one would be worse. And this is her considering how crazy Klen must be to have offered such a thing as to join him when, you know, they're literally both slaves in this situation. There's no way that she can leave, no way he can leave, so they're all stuck here. Klen just seems like a crazy person to this woman. We go ahead and skip to where Alicia is, and it's down in that giant hole with the water at the bottom that we saw earlier. There are giant monsters tearing a man apart because he was tasked to go and retrieve something from the bottom of this little river thing, which we find out is the sword of a hero who had died here. So it's one of those magical swords that the boss wants to get a hold of. But it turns out the reason why he died there is because of these monsters that are fish-like monsters that can go on land. But even back in the day, he didn't stand a chance. Even when there was land to fight these creatures on, the strongest hero of their time could not defeat these monsters and died trying. So they're just sending these people to their deaths, laughing at them, saying, hey, if you can get the sword, good for you. We won't hurt your family. But if you can't get the sword, you die. So one less person for us to have to worry about. Then this guy, who turns out to be blind, which won't be important for very long, I assure you, wants to be a little bit more friendly than anyone wants him to be with Alicia. So Alicia, remembering that Klen said that he made so she can't die, jumps off the edge with this guy, and they both hit the ground in a spectacular flurry of blood and guts. and viscera. By that, I mean YouTube, this is totally a not demonetizable video. Please, I don't make money off of these, it's fine. I'm not getting a community strike because these guys, I might get a community strike. If that didn't do it, you know, this probably will. This is in the thumbnail. She looks mighty dead to me. Look at those eyes. Nothing in them. Leg bent backwards, all this stuff. She doesn't move by the end of the episode. This is just a still frame that they pan over. So she's not okay. If she is alive, I'd be shocked. But of course, Klen said she can't die, so it's actually pretty likely she's still alive. What do you guys think? Go ahead and leave your thoughts in the comments. Like and subscribe if you like these kind of videos. And until next time, you guys have a blessed day.
And while you're here, go ahead and check out this video to see what you might have missed.